This is cool.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is, no one freak out. This is fake.
Fake gun.
Fake
All right.
gun. Okay, so.
What's the scenario here? You're.
Yeah, like I'm like going after a perp. And then I do this move. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
That was incredible.
Dope, right?
Very nicely done.
So, you know, just like cop stuff.
Sure. You gained a lot of weight the minute you went by.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Went back there. Pounded like 340s, ate a bunch of donuts.
That's what happened.
Got lit on fire, came back out here to finish out.
It burned the fat right off of you.
Yeah.
That was great.
Smoke was just coming out of your pocket.
Yeah, for no reason. Season 4 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine premieres tomorrow night at 8 on Fox, and Storks is in theaters on Friday.
What's going on?
Yeah. Wow.
Samberg, are you smoking pot?
Yeah.
We're just getting stoney, man.
Talk about a hot pocket. You got to present.
I did.
With Kit Harington.
Kit Harington.
Ladies,
Yeah.
ladies love that Kit Harington.
I love Kit Harington, also known as Jon Snow.
Yeah. Yeah. That really threw him for. Wow, you're unnecessarily smug about that
a little
piece of
smug about it.
You're the only guy that knows. So that must have been fun to work with him last night because you guys have worked together before.
We have, yeah. We did a tennis mockumentary called 7 Days in Hell. For
Really funny.
But I learned, like, it's a little bit dangerous to work with people from Game of Thrones because when you're in their sphere, I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't want spoilers. But I had a really major one kind of blown for me because I was working with Kit.
Because you're working with Kit on the mockumentary?
Yeah, because we got like an email from the PR people at HBO, and they were like, hey, great news. We're going to run the first commercial for 7 Days in Hell after the Game of Thrones finale, and there's going to be tons of excitement around it because Jon Snow dies. And I was just like, no! You know, like, when you like go on the wrong site or something, you get a spoiler, it's like a new phenomenon, but it's like slow motion of trying to look away, but you already saw it. It's like, it's like seared into your brain.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I guess I'll watch the finale now.
Yeah.
And even better than Olympic athletes, Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, repeatedly tweets about how much he loves your show. Do you know Mark Hamill?
I actually have met Mark Hamill. I mean, everyone on our show freaked out when he started doing that.
I bet.
I met him because we produced this movie that Kyle Mooney and his buddies did called Brigsby Bear, and Mark Hamill was in it. Okay. And I was in Salt Lake City sort of crossing paths right as Mark Hamill was coming in to shoot his stuff. And we're like, oh, we should all go out and get beers and some food and just hang out and chat. And at first you're like, oh my God, it's Mark Hamill. But he's such a nice guy. We like went to this big bar, it was pretty empty, and we went to the back and just had some beers and chatted. And after about 5 minutes, he's so sweet and disarming, you're just like, oh, that's me and Mark. Just hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
And then we were like, all right, well, good to meet you. And we got up to leave, and it was a little later in the night, and the bar had filled in a little. And as soon as we stepped like back into the main bar area, it was like, Luke! Luke Skywalker! Luke, I'm your father! Luke! Holy shit, it's Luke Skywalker! You know, you're just like, oh my God, this guy's life is a nightmare. I'm excited. You know, another cool thing about turning 40. I'm gonna start knocking things off my bucket list, I think.
Oh, that's a good idea. A lot of people
Yeah.
do that. What's on your bucket list, for example?
Well, I only have 2 things at this point. The first one is I want to jack off on the roof of a building like Leonardo DiCaprio in Basketball Diaries. Which,
Okay.
I know what you're all thinking. Why haven't you done that already? And the answer is because I'm shy.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, it's wait till fall with the sun. It's sunscreen. It's a problem.
Yeah, I don't want to do it in the summer.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, which I know you want me to say, because I set it up.
Yeah. I'll help you. You mentioned one of the two. What's the second?
Oh! I want to get swallowed whole by a sea monster, then explode out of one of its eyeballs and yell, "Beowulf!" Which,
Wow.
I will confess, is a reference to the movie Beowulf. It's a motion capture film that came out a few years ago that I'm
Yeah.
a great fan of.
Yeah, I think you and 2 other people love that movie.
Well, that other person's very satisfied with their experience. Because it's a treat and a half, and I highly recommend it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of movies that people want to see, Hotel Transylvania 3.
Yes.
Summer Vacation.
Yes.
We have a clip here. Anything you want to do to set this up?
No, I think it probably just speaks for itself.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this clip. Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I
Please,
told you it was good.
please explain to me why does he yell his own name?
It's a running theme throughout the movie. That is not the only time he does it.
When I do something cool, I don't yell, Conan! It just
But maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
By the way, it's a good thing they didn't show the Basketball Diaries clip. But we're very happy to be back and just
Now-
on it all.
You know what's so nice is Fox announces they're not picking up your show. And that happens to a lot of shows. It happened to your show. People went nuts. A lot of fans came out in support.
Yes.
And they were tweeting these very nice things about your show. And some big deal people came out in support of your show.
Yes, some really some high-end folks proved to be fans, and it was very helpful to getting the show picked up again. on
That's really
Twitter.
nice.
You know, we had Lin-Manuel Miranda. He tweeted.
What did he tweet? I think we have it.
Yeah, renew Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I only watched like
Great.
4 things. This is one
That's
of them.
very
that
cool
was
that he
very
did
nice.
that, yeah.
I believe we had Mark Hamill tweeted about the
That's
show.
cool.
Yeah. Oh no, Luke. Yeah. So not ready to say bye-bye Nine-Nine.
That's cool.
The Dalai Lama tweeted.
Did he tweet?
Yeah, there it is. Just heard about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so maybe there is no God. I think we got tweeted about by Manafort.
Paul Manafort?
Yeah. Bum day ass. You know, I was lit.
Really?
Yeah, and then, and I think Blue, the Velociraptor, tweeted about it. Squawk, screech, scratch, hashtag Andre Brower is Zaddy, which I agree
okay.
with.
I don't know. You have a lot of fans in high places.
Yeah, and Brower be Zaddy.
Don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
that's cool.
Now, is this true? Did Adam Sandler show up at your wedding?
I invited Sandler to the wedding, and he did come, yeah. I was, of course, very worried about it because he's one of the biggest stars on Earth. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, if Sandler comes, everyone in our families is going to hound him, and I don't want him to feel put out, but I also really would love him to come because we're friendly. And the night before, he told me, he was like, all right, I'll come, I'll be there, don't worry about it. And the night before, I was getting a drink at the night before party that we had, sort of a hangout with the families and stuff. And all of a sudden, I hear Sandler's voice going like, that's my guy right there. And I look up, and he's dressed as his character from That's My Boy, which is with like the wig and a ponytail
Right, yeah.
and like the crappy tie.
Right.
And I'm like, what? He's like, it's me, Donnie Burger.
He fully committed.
Fully
That's great.
committed. I was like, oh, I can't believe you're doing this. It's so incredible. He's like, oh, am I embarrassing you, buddy? Hey, look at this knucklehead's getting married, everybody. And I was like, why was I worried about Sandler?